back to my channel. So right now we are headed to my facility to pick up my cart and get it loaded up on my small little vehicle. I gotta get a truck. I really gotta get a truck. Let me tell you something right now, like loading up a cart on a small little cargo carrier on this small little Toyota, it's not what it is. It's not the play, but I mean, I gotta do what I gotta do right now because I'm really trying to be competitive. But yeah, we're gonna pick up the cart and we're gonna take it to NTK and run it for the first time, at least on a track. I ran it before. I ran it around the neighborhood and I ran it when I picked it up from the cart shop. And before I continue, let me send a big shout out to Bob. I want to say thank you for getting my cart running and getting the LO206 installed on the cart. Low key, I'm glad that he did it because originally I was going to do it myself, and I'm glad I didn't. Because he found out, well, he made me aware of a lot of issues that were on the cart. Number one, the rear axle was bent. I did not know that. The wheel hubs, well, one of the wheel hubs, the rear wheel hubs was cracked and was in bad condition. A couple of axle keys were grinded off. And there were some other minor issues that I can't think of right now, but all I'm saying is if I would have did it myself, I would have been in a world of hurt because I wouldn't have known. You know, I'm a novice in this karting, so I'd have been out there and I'd have been wondering why my cart is so bumpy, and I wouldn't have known why. But look, you know, all it would have been the whole time, it would have been my rear axle was bent. That's why it's bumpy, but I wouldn't have known that, right? So I'm glad I let a professional do that, and thank you to Bob for getting that done. I apologize, I'm driving right now. I'm vlogging while driving. I don't think they can write you tickets for that. But anyways, yeah, we're about to head to the facility and load up my cart and head to NTK. I'm trying to get there around 10 o'clock. It's in Denton, and I don't live anywhere close to that. But yeah, I got a couple goals that I set for myself that I'm trying to hit when I get to NTK. Just minor stuff, like basic stuff. I basically just need to learn my braking zones. How to hit my braking zones, where they are, how can I push them further, small things like that. I need to learn my acceleration points. You know, how quickly can I accelerate out of the corner? When's the best time to accelerate out of the corner? Things like that. How to position my cart entering the braking zones as well as when I accelerate. So I need to learn about cart position on that track and just become more comfortable with that. And last but not least, I need to be hitting consistent times, running consistent times for real. Because once I put all those together as far as learning my braking points, my acceleration points, and my car position, I should be able to run consistent times. And that's the whole goal, because I'm trying to be competitive. And I'm trying to be not a pushover out there. I'm trying to be what that is out there. So yeah, we're gonna head out there. But first, like I said, we're gonna head to the storage facility. We're gonna get it loaded up, and we're gonna get there in good time. And we're gonna spend a lot of time practicing today. I don't have anything to do. I don't have any clients to deal with today. Nothing to do. So we're gonna be out there for a long time practicing. So yeah. So as you can see, we finally got it loaded up. Got the frame strapped on that side to the cargo carrier. Got the rear axle part strapped to the cargo carrier. And I got this strap running to the inside of my vehicle right here. And what I did for this is, because without this strap right here, it's sitting kind of low because of the weight. Remember, I do drive a Toyota Yaris. So what I did, I just had to jack this up and then run this cable or this tie wrap or ratchet or whatever to the inside of the car just to raise it up, because it's a little too low for my comfort. But that'll be enough ground clearance for when I drive, I guess. I got it here before, but I know it's a little sketchy, but at this point, man, I have to do what I gotta do in order to race. So off we go. So, it's been a very, what would you say, a very eventful day. First time out, the cart wasn't running too good. The cart itself wanted to lose the rear every time I went into a turn. So going into a turn, and I always wanted the rear end wanted to come out from under me. So I wasn't really too sure why that was. It was just very unstable. So what I did is went ahead and messaged some of my friends to see what was going on, see what they had, and they gave me just some simple solutions as far as just tightening the rear bumper as well as the side pods, and just checking some inches, the width of the axle, and just seeing how that goes. But what I did is I tightened the rear bumper. I also tightened the front fairing as well as the side pods, and once I went out there, it was a lot more stable. The only problem is, as soon as I got to the first chicane here at NTK, my chain fell off. But it felt good for those first couple turns, but then I got the chain put on. I had to buy another chain. Luckily, Matt here, I don't know his last name, but Matt is a good gentleman. He's out here coaching a lot of people, and he helped me out. He got me a chain, and we put it on there. As soon as I put the chain on, I make it around. As soon as I go to the first stretch, to that first turn one, the chain wants to come off again. So I'm not sure what's going on. They're saying that it might be like an alignment issue, so they're gonna probably use a sniper tool. I think that's what a sniper tool, right? To check the alignment of it, to see what's going on. But at this point, I'm not gonna say it was a bad day, because I've learned a lot. I learned that you really need to have all the tools necessary to tackle any problems that might arise. You need a hammer, because also my skid plate got bent. The bottom of my skid plate was bent, so I had to hammer that. But overall, it's been pretty good. I've learned a lot. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm actually happy with the motor itself. I'm happy how it's running. I do feel like once I get the chain on and it's actually on there and it doesn't fall off, I do feel like I'll be able to handle the corners here at NTK pretty good. So yeah. I tell you, what a day. Overall, today was really good. I just give you a quick little conclusion. I got to NTK at 11 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't get a full run of like a full session without any problems until 7 p.m. And the reason why is because my chain kept popping off. First, I told you about the rear end was sliding and getting off from under me in the beginning, and I fixed that problem. But then once I fixed that, it was running good. I was able to corner good and everything like that, but the actual chain itself kept popping off. You know, we kept trying to figure out what it was. Then I figured out that it wasn't aligned, like the motor itself wasn't aligned with the front sprocket. Oh, excuse me. So after a bunch of trial and error, came down to the conclusion, number one, I need a chain guard. I'm running a 206 without a chain guard. So I need a chain guard, but the biggest thing that I needed was engine bolt that holds the motor in place. See, the problem is every time I was going over a bump on the chicane, the motor itself was moving and it was throwing the chain off. Or every time I would decelerate like harshly and then accelerate hard, the chain would get thrown off. So thank you to Sorrento with Himes Racing for supplying me with the bolt. But once I put that bolt in, I got a full run. Everything was good, and I felt great out there. All I know is now that I, got everything running on the kart right, now when I come out here and practice, I don't feel like I should run as many problems as I did. Of course, I always know there's going to be little problems here and there, but I learned so much today. Number one, be prepared. Like, bring a lot of water because it was hot. Like, bring a lot of water. Make sure you eat prior to. Bring all the tools that you can, especially a hammer. Just bring everything that you can. And one thing I've learned now is that I need to buy 2 of everything if I can, because something is gonna break. That's just how life is. But I have to be able to keep moving. And that's really how my life has always been. Something has always broken, but as long as I've kept moving, I've always prospered and I've always made it through. But I'm so grateful today. I met so many people. Thank you to Himes Racing. I really appreciate your help. Thank you to Bob at Precision Karting. Thank you for getting my kart running. Just thank you. I really appreciate it. I look forward to coming back up here to NTK and running as much as I can and getting my Micron 4 working, so therefore I can actually see what times I'm running first. But just doing that and just doing the best I can and actually being competitive and competing. But I really look forward to it. I had a good day today. I spent a lot of time trying to figure out what was going on, but hey, today was a good day and I learned a lot and I did what I love. So the moral of the story is, where there's a will, there's a way. Never give up on yourself and never give up on trying to learn. Just never give up. But I really appreciate you watching my channel. And I don't have any footage of it actually running right, unfortunately. All I have is the footage of it breaking down. But I guarantee you, the next time I go out, I will have more GoPro footage with more battery life. But I really appreciate you joining in. Thank you